Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be factorizing trinomials. Suppose you are given this example. This is example 2 as part of our sequence in this exercise. So we have a squared minus a minus 12. By factorization, just look at simply factorize those. The first leading coefficient is a squared, so we have a and a. Factors of 12 are 4 and 3, and then the next thing is to consider the bigger value between 4 and 3 is 4. So look at the middle value is -1. Because it's -1, the bigger value takes the operation in front of the middle term, so that's -4, and -4 multiplied by -12 gives us, rather, negative multiplied by negative, these two operations. Negative multiplied by negative gives us positive. Therefore, the answer is a minus 4 multiplied by a plus 3. That's the answer for this example. Let's look at our next example. Example 2. We have the same question. So we have a squared minus a minus 12. What you need to do is to look at the first leading coefficient, rather the first term in this case. Our leading term here is a squared, so a multiplied by a, and we just simply need to cross multiply. We need to ask ourselves, what value can I multiply by a in this case? And when I get the answer, or the product that I get after multiplying those two factors, I should be able to add the product of those factors to get a sum of the middle term. Now in this case, we know that the middle term is -1a. There's a silent 1 here. Okay. Now, by calculation, what we need to do is to multiply or cross multiply. So we have -4, and then we have +3. Those are the two factors of 12. Now, -4 multiplied by a gives us -4a. +3 multiplied by a gives us +3a. Remember, the essence of this is to make sure that we add, after adding those two products, we should be able to get a sum of the middle term, which is -1a. So -4 plus +3 gives us -1. This is in this case -1a. Because this satisfies this middle term, in other words, it meets this criteria, then we can start inferring by grouping these to say, therefore, a minus 4 multiplied by a plus 3 is equals to a squared minus 1a minus 12. which are the same answer with respect to the first answer that we have there written in yellow. Let's look at another dimension of this exercise. So we're still on question 2. Our problem is a squared minus a minus 12. What we need to do here is to simply multiply our leading coefficient with our constant. And our constant is negative 12 in this case. So we need to get negative 12. We need to multiply two values together to get negative 12. So in this case, we can multiply negative 4 multiplied by positive 3. Okay, that because negative times positive gives us negative. In this case, negative 4 multiplied by positive 3 gives us negative 12. Now moving forward, what you need to do now is to just simply now add the two factors. In this case, now we have the sum of those two numbers now. Negative 4 plus positive 3. And when you add those two up, or those two values up, you get negative 1. Now, given that we are given, we actually derived at getting negative 1, of which is negative 1 in this case here, we can start splitting these two values. In fact, I'm going to rely on a different color this time. So we have negative 4a, so I write negative 4a plus, remember, positive times positive gives us positive. So we have positive 3a. And all I need to do is just to simply drop the negative 12.
It's 21 hours.
So I drop negative 12, and I also drop the positive a squared. That's what I've dropped. So what I have now, or rather what I can do now, is to start grouping these. So I can group that first in those two terms in the first parenthesis, and then those two terms in the second parenthesis. Now what we need to do is to actually find a common factor in this case. A is a common factor. A is a common factor. So we know that a multiplied by a gives us a squared minus 4. Okay, close bracket. And our common factor in a second parenthesis is 3. So go ahead and write 3 as a factor. Remember, by distribution, we should be able to get 3a after if you multiply or distributing this into the factor. I'll show you just now. 3 multiplied by a should give us 3a. And then positive 3 multiplied by negative 4 should give us negative 12. So notice we have the same identities in two parentheses. So we have a minus 4, which I'll just group in one parenthesis, and other factors are a plus 3. That's our second parenthesis. Now, in conclusion, you can clearly see that this answer, a minus 4 multiplied by a plus 3, is the same as this answer, a minus 4 multiplied by a plus 3, and that answer, a minus 4 multiplied by a plus 3. Now, it should be valid in this case, or rather it should be convincing enough to be able to identify that one can actually use multiple ways of factorizing given the scope of whatever question is given in terms of factorizing expressions, or rather in this case trinomials. So by through practice and looking into the logic of mathematics, it should be actually be viable to be able to execute this successfully given the scope of practice as well. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel so that I can be able to create more content and more educational videos such as these. Thank you. Goodbye.